If A.B. Antonio Brown is guilty of any of the allegations leveled against him, he should be in jail. Let me be very, very clear about that, okay? If the NFL finds a shred of truth to what has been leveled against him, what he is alleged to have done, he should be banned indefinitely. Not just for this season, but like Myles Garrett, even albeit for completely different reasons, should have a meeting with the commissioner. It should require that from AB before he's reinstated into the National Football League. I am only talking purely about football here. Robert Kraft and the New England Patriots, I'd like to believe that billionaire owners, who really is who Roger Goodell answers to, I'd like to believe they have inside information. I'd like to believe that they have the inside track on exactly what will happen. If we were to bring Antonio Brown back, would he end up on the commissioner's list? So I'm only throwing that out, Max, just to throw all of that out of the way to make sure that we understand the sexual assault allegations, okay, and the commissioner's list ultimately. All right, assuming you can put him on a team, to me, here's what it comes down to. I got a 42-year-old quarterback, man, that's taken me to 9 Super Bowls, that's won 6 Super Bowl championships for me. I can't put this guy through what I'm putting this guy through. I mean, you talk about the quintessential individual that would be a perfect remedy for all that ails the New England offense. It would be this one man, Antonio Brown. And so for me, what it comes down to is I got to ask the question, Tom Brady, how much does this man mean to me? Ain't no Jimmy Garoppolo waiting in the wings, Max and Ryan. Okay, hell, it ain't even Jacoby Brissett waiting in the wings, all right? Stidham or whatever the hell his name is. I mean, I don't know where look, this is all I got. And this guy is all I got, happens to be a 6-time champion, who, by the way, Antonio Brown would love to play with. Yeah. Okay, and the fact that the players combined, and that includes Tom Brady, but the players and others are planning on lobbying for Antonio Brown. I'm sorry.
We all know what's going to happen.
If I got that, I'm going for it.
We all know what's going to happen. Patriots will pick 29th, and they'll wind up with Tua. Tua is their quarterback going forward.
Right. But I'm talking about
we know what's going to happen.
That's just for the season.
Yeah, look,
that's just for the season. That's what we're talking about.
It's interesting to me. No, yeah, Brady's not washed. All he needs is the best receiver since Jerry Rice, and then everything would be okay. Man, stop trying to make excuses for Brady. Belichick, as usual, has coached them up to a 10-2 record because it's Belichick. Well, Belichick can't scheme this offense the same way with these weapons. Right. In other words, Brady has, needs the help. But the Patriots are fine. They may not win the Super Bowl this year, but they're fine at 10-2. And Belichick's doing his normally, impossibly great job. Like, we want to give Tomlin and Harbaugh and Shanahan credit as coach of the year, but probably it's Belichick as it is every. He's the Michael Jordan of coaches. Brady is in decline, obviously. He is no longer elite. He is below average and by many metrics throughout this season. So you want to bring Antonio Brown back. Here's the problem. When Antonio Brown was on Pittsburgh, Stephen A., and he wanted out, he was putting a speech by Mike Tomlin saying, no more social media posts from inside this locker room on social media. He then finally gets his wish. He gets his big contract to go to Oakland. And by the way, coaches supporting him, everyone in the building supporting him. All you hear is support, 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 support. And he never gets on the field with him for the regular season because he's taping conversations illegally on the phone and he's throwing his teammates under the bus. And he couldn't wait. What do you have to do, Stephen A., you always say? He had to wait until when?
It was a Thursday, and all he had to do was shut the hell up until Tuesday morning.
And he had how much?
And he would have gotten $29.125 million guaranteed over the next.
But by the way, I want to get it to you, Ryan, but real quick. By the way, he couldn't do that. And then we thought, he's crazy like a fox. He really wanted to get to Belichick in New England. And he walks in the door, but on the way in the door, he puts in writing, even if he felt he was being extorted, he puts in writing such nasty things to the young woman in question that it's like, oh my God, you would put that in writing? Even if you felt that way and wanted to verbalize, you put that in writing and you text her, she now has, okay. And he's told he can't do that and everything else. While he's on the team, he does it again. What makes you think? And then goes and takes a shot at Kraft. And now because he thinks, ooh, this is my way back in, he writes something nice about Kraft and the Patriots. Guys, does anyone believe Antonio Brown's a changed man, that he's learned his lesson, that he's hit bottom and now he's bouncing up? Or do we instead believe that because he might be the best receiver since Jerry Rice, he knows he will get opportunity after opportunity and never really believes that he has to look at himself and take into account his own behavior and be accountable for that? Because clearly, to me at least it seems, he has just learned he can get away with it and he's just going to keep on doing it. So go ahead, sign Antonio Brown. He'll last 1 week.
He's begging.
Begging.
And I think it's important to decipher that difference. And Tom Brady, the great Tom Brady, has resorted to begging. Everybody, if you know, listen, you know what he did to Tomlin. We all know what he did to Juju Smith-Schuster. We know what he did to Mike Mayock. We know what he did to John Gruden.
He did it to Robert Kraft. He did it to Robert Kraft.
And he did it to Robert Kraft. If we know it, the players know it. And not only have they collectively gone about the business of still begging for him to come back, Tom Brady, with wife and kids in tow, has offered to allow this brother to live in his house during the season. I mean, look, man, do y'all have any idea how desperate? Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.